Okay, my beautiful friends, this one is a bit of an existential, large, big picture video, but also something that really shifted my reality for me. I do this regular thing with another one of my psychic friends. We call it channeling buddies, and we channel for each other, okay? And one time she was channeling for me, and she asked me, "Who are you to yourself?" I like sat with that and I was like, well, I'm my best friend, I'm my lover, I'm my confidant. She was like, think bigger. I was like, I am my healer, I am my teacher, think bigger. Okay, I am my guide, I am, she said, think bigger. And I was like, okay, I am God. I am my own God, and this relates to my video on oneness, on non-duality, on the fact that we are all one consciousness, and therefore we are all God. So I'm saying to her, I'm God. She's like, think bigger. And I'm just like, bigger. And I was just like, I'm everything. She said, exactly. You are everything. And this is her channeling my higher self, my spirit guides. So this is a message direct from source to me. And she's just like, and this is true for everyone, you are everything. You are everything, okay? Just like let that sink in for a second. And what does that mean? What does that shift in our reality? And so something I've come to realize throughout my life is that I think that dominant Western culture, and maybe others, teach us almost subconsciously. It's not something that's talked about very often, but we almost are taught in a way that the universe is against us, that everything, all the energies of the world are working against us, and we constantly have to prove ourselves. You know, think about, how are you showing up in your daily experience? Are you constantly trying to be worthy of something? Are you constantly trying to accomplish something, do something, prove something to someone, be better? Are you constantly trying to be better, right? And in this reality, we kind of believe that the universe is against us, and that we're constantly having to prove ourselves and shift, change someone's mind, change the energy of the world's mind. And we're constantly in this fight or flight experience. We're constantly in this exhausting experience of never winning, of constantly pushing onward. However, if we are everything, would we really be against ourselves? If, you know, I believe that God is love. It's the same thing. Again, our language likes to separate God and love into two different terms, and therefore our mind kind of sees them as two different things. But they are the same thing. They are the same energies. And if God is the energy of love, why would God be against us? If we are everything, why would we be against ourselves? So here's my challenge for you. What if we can shift our beliefs to believe that the universe is for us, that everything that's happening in our reality is happening for us, not to us. Everything is trying to help us expand and feel more, that just to know that we are worthy. It's not even that we're meant to, you know, everything's trying to help us to be better, or try to get more money, or lose weight, or find your love. It's not even about that. It's that everything in the universe is working for you to show you that you are loved, that you are worthy, that you are perfect in this moment, and simultaneously to help you accomplish the things that your soul wanted to accomplish in this lifetime when it came here, okay? And sometimes that manifests as difficult things. Sometimes I'm like, why don't I get this job? And why am I being pushed down? And why are these things, awful things, keep happening to me? Why does the same awful thing keep happening to me? That is a fantastic little flag to be like, there's something you're not seeing. You keep experiencing the same thing on repeat because the universe is like, no, you wanted to learn this in this life. You're not seeing it. You keep thinking you're a victim of your circumstances, and you're not seeing that the universe is having a conversation with you. The universe, aka ourselves, our higher selves, are constantly in conversation with us. It's just in a different language. They don't speak in words, so then therefore we kind of stop listening. It's like, what is that wonderful quote that I asked God for something and it gave it to me in the form of butterflies when I was looking for flowers. So I almost didn't notice it. Okay, I'm butchering that. But that's the point. It's that like we look for language, we look for people, but we don't notice that like the tree fell down in the middle of that road. That is the universe speaking to us. My camera dies in the middle of my filming. That is the universe speaking to me. It's like my grandma comes and says something to me. Everything in my reality and my experience is my higher self and the universe literally talking to me in a conversation. Everything that's happening in my reality is a constant conversation with the universe, with God, with everything, with my higher self, with me. And so if we can just zoom out and try to wonder and ask ourselves, what is it saying? What are we trying to be told? By me having this same experience over and over again, what am I trying, what is the universe trying to say to me? And if I can go about it in that way, a lot of the times I can then see what the universe is trying to say to me, and then I shift that experience and I no longer have it anymore. And so what would happen in our lives and our reality if we truly believed that everything was working for us, okay? And then therefore, one more step farther than that is that if everything's happening for you, it takes so much vulnerability. Trust me, I know, to share our gifts with the world. It takes so much courage and strength to be vulnerable, to share our truths, to share with others our successes. And again, this belief can come from thinking that everything's against us and that we have to constantly prove ourselves. This other belief and other thing can happen in our reality where we then never think we're worthy of our own goodness, of our own gifts. We don't think we're worthy of our own truth. And so we're constantly trying to change it or fix it or do something else with it or hide it because we're constantly afraid of it. We don't think it's good enough. But I'm here to tell you right now that it is so much better than good enough. It is you. You are worthy of the gifts that you are given in this life. And you came here to show those gifts to others. And that can be the biggest fear in our lives. That can be the scariest thing for us to ever do in our entire reality. But I am here to tell you that it is the most freeing thing you'll ever do. We think that once we open that door and share our truth and share our gifts with the world, that there'll be just an army of fear and maybe even death on the other side, especially if, you know, you're connected to spirituality and you have the witch wound where literally maybe you were burned at the stake in another life because of your gifts. Sit with that. Is that in your reality? Is that in your energy field in a past life? So we believe that if we open that door, it's going to be pain and agony. And I am here to tell you that it's not. It's the opposite. On the other side of the door, it's soaring. It is you becoming a wonderful bird and flying in the freedom of space and expansion, okay? But the hard part is opening the door. And I know it's the scariest thing to be vulnerable and to keep taking steps to your vulnerability until you feel grounded and confident and comfortable in your own truth and sharing that with the world. But I swear to you, the hardest part of that experience is just opening the door. Just that first time that you tell somebody. The very first time I told somebody I was psychic, I was shaking. I was crumbling. Everything in my body was having a fear response that I was going to experience death, okay? But one step at a time, baby, because you are worth it. Your gifts are worth it. And the universe is working for you. You are everything. You are God. And it is all working for you to support you and hold you and love you. I hope this helps. Drop some comments in the comment box below if you have any questions, thoughts, concerns. If there's anything you'd like me to talk about, please leave it there. I love those suggestions. And also take what resonates with you. My truth is not meant to be your truth. You are an incredible intuitive healer. Take your own truth, throw out the rest. I love it. I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching.